Okay, what's up, everybody? Good morning. Welcome to a Tuesday edition of Morning Scone presented by Brock, the Baton Rouge Orthopedic Clinic, Parrish Construction and Roofing. If you need an orthopedic, go to Brock. You need a roof, you call Parrish. Unique Physique, uniquephysique.com, Restored Motions, restoredmotions.com, Bocock Brothers Premium Cigars. Remember, use the code MAT15 for 15% off all of our sponsors. Scrolling on the bottom, on the side, linked in the description on YouTube. We'll get them tagged on Facebook as well. Okay, y'all. How about it? Back home. Excited to be home. Wish I was still at the beach. But nonetheless, excited to be home. And got this week off of work. I do have to jet over to Lafayette this morning for a client meeting at 10. Going to go meet with good people over at the Firm Group. So if you're a business owner, by the way, and you need health insurance for your business, Firm Group, they're awesome. Blaze and the crew over there, fantastic. Check them out. Firmgroupagency.com, firmgroupagency.com. So I'll be going over to Lafayette real quick, meeting, then we're right back. Got to do a lot of stuff today for LouisianaSports.net, and overall, hopefully, pretty relaxing day. Scott, in the description there, how about Tommy White and Gage Jump, both named to the MLB All-Star Futures game roster? So that's exciting for those two guys. Can't help but wonder, what if sort of thing a year ago. Of course, Jump came out of the bullpen to try to close out the Chapel Hill Regional. And unfortunately, just at the end of his rope. But that team would have hosted Super Regional a year ago. Who knows? Might have been back in Omaha, for a second straight year, now third straight year. But in any event, so Tommy White and Gage Jump, that'll be in Atlanta on Saturday, July the 12th. It will be televised on MLB Network if you want to keep an eye on it. Oh, this is a typo. So White and Jump are both in the A's organization. Tommy White currently is ranked the 6th best prospect in the A's organization. How about this? 9 homers and 852 OPS. It's crazy. Now he's in high A. It's about time he gets called up. But Jump is the number 1 prospect in the MLB pipeline for the A's, a 1.91 ERA, and he's in Double A right now. So, anyway, so a couple of really good prospects in the A's organization getting their opportunity in the futures game. And it's interesting, while it may seem like you don't want to get drafted by the A's, you'd rather get drafted by like the Dodgers, the Yankees, whatever. Here's the problem with getting drafted by one of those. It's just rare that they call up prospects. Whenever, if you're Dodgers, Yankees, Red Sox, you're a team that spends a bunch, right? You're not necessarily rushing to develop your farm system. You're going and spending $750 million on Shohei Ohtani. You know what I mean? When you're with the A's, they are developing their farm system. So you have a much better opportunity to aggressively advance in the minors and get to the show. So not always a bad thing when you end up at a spot like that in the MLB draft. Okay, please smash that like button if you would subscribe to the channel, Facebook, like the page, share the post. We'll say some good mornings here. Not going to be a super long show because, as I mentioned, I got a meeting in Lafayette at 10 a.m. So we'll do about 20 minutes here. Then I got to hit the road so I can get over that the Basin Bridge. Fingers crossed. All big rigs cooperate and all that good stuff. Smooth sailing into Laffy. Hey, Ben, good morning. Leon, good morning. Thomas, Kelly, Jacob, good morning, y'all. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Tiger Diver, welcome back. Thank you so much. Hey, Dad, good morning. Bailey C, baseball has been good to me. Dodgers, October, Tigers in June, football in 2 months. Dodger fan, huh? From LA? I think you might have told me that actually at one point, Bailey, that maybe you're from LA, or your family's from LA. So I think I recall that maybe. Because if you're from Louisiana, there's no reason to be a Dodger fan. Like, I get the the Cubs because of WGN, the Braves because of Turner. Some say Astros because of proximity, but that doesn't make a lick of sense to me because nobody here is a Texans fan or a Rockets fan because of proximity. Dodgers, huh? I don't know. Kind of feels like when I see kids running around the Smoothie King Center wearing their Curry jerseys, I'm like, I'm not saying this about you, Bailey. This is now, I moved on to just a matter of it. I'm like parents raising a bunch of front runners. Oh, yeah, you could be let's get you a Curry jersey. Let's cheer for Steph Curry. We got a team in New Orleans, but like, let's cheer for the guy who's the all-time three-point leader in the NBA. And just, even though they're in San Francisco, who cares? You cheer for them. And when they stink, then whoever is the next great player will get you his jersey too. Hey, Brad, good morning. Thank you, man. Appreciate that. Tiger Poppy. Ben, love seeing your family on vacation last week. No offense. You may have outrun your coverage when you landed Iraq. No offense taken whatsoever. That just means that I've got other things going for me, right? She didn't marry for my hair. That's for sure. Even when we got married, I was already bald in a good bit there. Must be my my witty personality, my rapier wit, my charm, all that. I wish he was here right now to laugh. Hey, Rex, good morning. Austin, good morning. Celebrating a personal accomplishment today. For the last 2 years, I've been working on a book of dad wisdom for my kids to read when they're older. Finished it last night. That's awesome, man. Congratulations, dude. What a great project to work on. And that, you know that they'll appreciate, and hopefully future generations of your family will appreciate. That is pretty awesome. It takes a lot of commitment to do, man. You going to publish it, or is it just for your kiddos? Hey, Chef, good morning. Thomas, Jinglegate, live from Baton Rouge. Get ready, Dale. David, good morning, Dale. Sophia's wife, beyond for those that missed it, Sophia did not appreciate the parish jingle. Hence, Dale has a kinship there with my niece Sophia. Hey, Brett, good morning. Bubba, good morning. Brennan, relaxing or working during your week off? A little bit of both. Honestly, the good thing about, I still have to work for LouisianaSports.net and do a lot of stuff there, running the site and everything. But AFR is really the thing that is it's a time vacuum, right? Because not only am I locked into the studio from 3 to 6 every day, but there's also the prep and everything that goes along with it. Just high stress deadline. So not having that every afternoon frees me up tremendously. So, Jeffrey, are you on AFR? I am not. I'm not back until next Monday, July 7th. I'm off all week. So taking off for family vacation. We were getting back Monday, and then we're off Friday for the 4th of July. So I was like, well, I'll just take Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. I'll just take this whole week. So good long stretch, being away. And then I'll be back Monday the 7th. We have that week. And then after that, we're in Atlanta for SEC Media Days. So football's almost upon us, y'all. It is here. Hey, Chance, with MLB draft coming up and the portal open, building a roster is crazy. Sounds like LSU will be sweating it out on draft with several kids. Usually the case. But we are starting to get some of that word earlier. And I remember Derek Curiel last year announced before the draft that he was going to withdraw his name from the draft, similar to what we've seen here with Omar Cerna. And my understanding for a long time was like, you can't pull your name out of the draft. You can't formally remove your name, but you can tell teams like, don't draft me. I'm not signing. I'm going to school. Now team could always still pick up the phone and call, and make an offer. But yeah, there's a few you'll be sweating out, a few, you got no shot. But I'll be more interested. Remember tomorrow, the 2nd. Tomorrow is the deadline for players to enter their name in the portal. Wednesday the 2nd. So, we'll know by tomorrow if there's anybody else leaving via the portal. And then for Jay, it's also looking and going, all right, what positions do we need to fortify? So who else might you add via the portal? Club, what's good, man? Hey, Crystal, 8-ball rolling, good morning. Devin, good morning. Don't forget the jingle today. I enjoy how much happiness it brings, Thomas. Don't you worry. We'll knock it out. Hey, Brad. A lot of national media predicting Penn State to win the championship. Are you buying Penn State? No, I'm not. They made the playoff a year ago. They had an extremely favorable draw, which allowed them to make it to the semifinals, wherein they did not complete a pass to a wide receiver. So I watched Drew Aller on that stage. I'm not convinced Drew Aller is the guy to bring them there. So no, I'm not sold on Penn State at all. Hey, Weston, be safe heading this way to Acadiana. Will do. Pat, Mets fan, used to be a season ticket holder for the Zephyrs. Okay. The Zephyrs also one time were a Marlins affiliate. Brad, is Drew still singing "Ha Ha" or "Back to Go This Way"? On the ride home, he was "Go This Way." Devin, it's your money, Matt. Don't flatter yourself. The funny thing, Devin, is when Eric and I met, I was so broke. Our second date, at the time, this was 2009, so I was calling Catholic High football games on Friday nights. So we went out on a Saturday on our blind date. Our first date was a Saturday. We talked on the phone a few times that week. And then Friday, I called the Catholic High game, and then we made plans kind of to meet up. So I went and she met me at the radio station, which was at Clear Channel at the time on corporate. She met me there. And we got in my car and went downtown. We're going to meet some of our friends who were out at like Bujo and Thibodeau's and some of the places downtown on 3rd Street. Hey, babe. Hey, I'm telling the story about our second date. So one guy said, Matt, you got kicked your coverage with E-Rock. And then I was like, I know she didn't marry me for my hair, so maybe she married me for my charm or whatever, and my rapier wit. And then Devin was like, she married you for your money. I was like, well, let me tell you a story. What are you laughing at? So I didn't have AC in my car. She's there, right there. And so I was like, you mind we just ride with the windows down? And so we're like on 10 to I-110 going downtown with the windows down. And knowing Erica now, she'd be mortified. Like Erica doesn't put her hair like in a ponytail or whatever and get windblown. I mean, everything has to be, perfectly in place and everything. But that's because I didn't have AC in my car. Couldn't pay to get it fixed. Whatever. So you ride around without AC in your car. Huh. Well, I got a new car. Hey, Tommy, good morning. Old news, love the interview with Braswell. Thanks, man. Yeah, he was awesome. There you go. Dad and Uncle brought me up a Dodger fan. We don't have a team. Should I have been a Zephyr fan or Baby Gates? So why are your dad and uncle Dodger fans? That'd be my question. As you trace the roots of the tree. Hey, Rick, enjoyed the article on Louisiana Sports website, covered the end of the season stats for LSU baseball. Yeah, Hunt did a great job with that. Called it statistically speaking. It did really well. That did really well on the site. Ray, love to sit down with the players. Braz was great. Yeah, thanks, man. We'll do more of that too. When I get back next week, I'll have some opportunity probably to do some of that in advance of the draft for the guys that are still around. Good time to do it too. Bradley, good morning. Does Larson leaving indicate Stanfield staying? No. And Larson, so by the way, Cody, I would recommend please listen to today's episode of Locked on LSU, because I talked about Larson leaving. And then I also talked about the outlook for the outfield next year. And basically what it looks like left to right is probably Fry in left, Curiel in center, Brown in right. That's probably going to be your starting outfield. And so Larson was going to have to fight for ABs again. So go listen to today's episode of Locked on LSU if you would. Penn State football is Arkansas baseball, college football. I think that's actually disrespectful to Arkansas baseball, because Arkansas baseball has been way higher achieving than Penn State football. Like, Arkansas makes it to Omaha and has been in a championship series, and Penn State generally is like an 8-9 win team. Leon, Granny's a Dodger fan. She's 95. Follow them from Brooklyn. Wow. I get you saying that's how I feel about friends that are Niners and Cowboys fans. Yeah, same thing. Like, when you hop on the bandwagon of the team that's really good, whatever. Chance, was Ashton Larson a surprise to you? Couldn't quite break the lineup. No, I mean, the surprising thing is that a year ago he was freshman all SEC. I don't think people realize this, but a year ago Ashton Larson led LSU in hitting in conference play. He had 337 in SEC play, which led the team. So, so the fact that this year he just got beaten out. I mean, Curiel took a job. Stanfield took a job, and then Brown and Pearson platooned in right. Who you sitting? Cody, were you still going to do AFR in Shreveport? If so, it'd be cool to interview LSU Shreveport baseball coach. So, by the way, Cody, I already did interview the LSU Shreveport baseball coach. Fun convo. Let's see. Coach Brad Neffendorf. June 5th. Check it out. Check it out if you can. And the unfortunate part for those in the 318, we are not apparently going to be on in the 318. The new affiliate opted to carry Paul Feinbaum instead of AFR. So bummed. Thought we were going to have we had a real opportunity to get on in Shreveport, but they opted to go with Feinbaum instead of AFR. So write your local congressman and complain. Or write the station and complain and tell them that you would love it if they would carry AFR.
Parrish Construction and Roofing. At Parrish, we've got you covered. From the top of your roof, all the way down. Parrish Construction and Roofing. Parrish built. Parrish built. Parrish built. From your hometown, parrishbuilt.com.
All right, Parrish Construction and Roofing. If you need an orthopedist, go to Brock. Remember, Brock Rock and Wine, Saturday, July 26th. Get your tickets at brortho.com. And, of course, if you need a roof, we'd love to help you out, parrishbuilt.com. We are doing the $10,000 giveaway again. Easy. Sign up for a free no-obligation roofing inspection. You're automatically entered to win $10,000 cash money. Matt, inside info about Fry returning. Likely returning. Girls nowadays not giving you a third date. Michael Cook, good morning. Chef, 3 questions you want answered at SC Media Week. Haven't started prepping it yet. Let me think about that. And it will also help to know once I know who the attendees are as well. Yeah. So, thank you. So Jimmy Ott's father, Mr. Al Ott, died on Sunday night. 86 was a member of the 1958 national championship team. So anytime you remember that team passes, it's certainly notable. But our condolences to Jimmy. Mr. Ott had been sick, but he was great, long time coach at Ennicar. And, he's a great coach of both basketball and football. And I know he'd been sick lately, and Jimmy had been, spent a lot of time with him, which is awesome. But our condolences, sincerely. A couple more here. Devin, I think Brown should be in center, Curry on right. I agree with you. That's just not going to happen. They're going to play Curry on center. I mean, Brown projects as a center fielder. I agree with you. Let's see why I picked him. Oh, man. Rick, that C. Boys Priester signed with SLU. Do you think Larson will stay in state or go back to Kansas? Really not sure. I'm sure he'll go wherever he has the best opportunity to play every day. Cody, goodness, I'm missing everything lately. It's all good, man. Feinbaum is a Bama-loving bum. That's actually not true. Feinbaum went to Tennessee. There you go. Brett, you might be a redneck radio station if you choose Feinbaum over AFR. I think their concern was that station is like the Arklatex. So it's like, it's in that corner where it's Louisiana, Shreveport, Texas, and it covers all 3. And they didn't want just like an LSU Saints show there. They thought Feinbaum would be more SEC encompassing. So that's why they picked it. At least that's the excuse they gave. Anyway, all right, I got to go. I'm driving to Lafayette for a meeting. Have an awesome day. Check out Locked on LSU, y'all. Please check that out right now. We'll see you.